have with us Lynn Tattum, publisher of Chemical Week. Hi Lynn, and thanks for joining us. Has the attendance at the GPCA forum met your expectations?
Oh yes, very much so. We were very pleased with the turnout. Indeed, it's been a marvellous event, especially in this time of economic downturn. We've doubled the attendance at the first event, and you have to remember this is only the third GPCA forum. More than 900 people are here at Atlantis the Palm.
Can you tell us some of the big names at the event this year?
Well, the opening ceremony was conducted by His Excellency Mr. Al Attiyah, who is the Energy Minister for Qatar, which is a very important producer in the region. And of course, we had strong support, as ever, from Mr. Al Mahdi, who is the CEO of SABIC and also the chairman of GPCA.
What has been the mood like at the forum? Are people optimistic or are they concerned about the future of the industry?
Well, it's a very difficult time for the industry right now. So there's a lot of concern around. The financial crash has impacted the industry. Prices have been tumbling down all over the world. And it's a turning point in the cycle. We gave the conference the name Managing Competitiveness in the Industry Cycle because we knew that it would be a little bit of a low point at the moment, but nobody had any idea it would be as bad as this right now. So there's a lot of concern for the depth of the recession that we'll see in 2009. Nobody knows where it's going to go. But despite all that, the mood has been very upbeat, and I think people like to network and listen to some excellent speeches to get an idea of how to move forward.
Was there anything new or different about the GPCA this year?
Yes, we conducted some breakout sessions on areas of interest for the industry, specifically logistics. There's a great amount of supply coming on stream in this region, which is about to come onto the market at the very moment when they're low down. And so that is one of the concerns. But on the other hand, getting these products out into the marketplace is a little bit difficult for a new region where the infrastructure is still not highly developed. And we talked about shipping capabilities and how product will be handled down the supply chain. We also had a session on human resources, because that's something that the major companies here need to consider, how to manage talent, how to execute best practice and benchmarking in terms of bringing people in to the industry and keeping them, retaining them.
What do you think were the most important discussions during the forum this year?
Well, clearly the economic matters, because people really need to know for their planning purposes where we are in the industry cycle and take a reading from their colleagues. So those discussions were very important, but also, you know, the gas is running out in this region. It's not clear how much will be available in terms of raw material for the big chemical projects which are planned. So people wanted to hear expert views on that. And the shipping and logistics issue is one that will be crucial to getting these products out to the marketplace. So having excellence in the supply chain and having all the steps in place to take the products to the market. In the breakout session, that was a good topic of discussion. And then from the human resources side, people need to attract the best talent. They need to have benchmarking best practices in place to retain the staff. And they need to have strategies to deal with the image of the chemical industry in order to encourage people to study chemistry, chemical engineering, and become good leaders and managers for this industry in the future.
Personally, how do you think the year 2009 will turn out for the industry?
I think it's going to be very difficult. I really think it is. And I've heard people here who have been in the industry for maybe 30 years say that these conditions are the worst they've ever seen.
Do you think we'll have a similar turnout at the GPCA forum next December?
I would expect so, unless the companies are all disappearing so quickly that they're not around. But I would very much expect so, and it's growing, and it's capturing people from other parts of the industry, such as the distribution and supply chain area, the producing area, and we have executives from the Americas, from Europe, from Asia, and of course the region. So I see it being bigger next year, yes.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you.